I got to understand this, that the West is not interested in foreign correspondence. When I came here with my footage in 1999, and that was for the Rory Peck Awards, I had this footage of, of mass murder, torture, and, jaw-dropping cruelty by both the rebels and the peacekeepers. And guess what? The broadcasters at the time, quite a good number of them, came over to me and they wanted to buy the footage. They actually asked to pay, at the time for me it was good money, for this footage, because they wanted their own reporters to tell the true story of my country's war. And believe it or not, some of them, one or two, even promised that they will give me a job afterwards. And these were the men and women in suit who would not trust me with my own story and my own footage. We're now promising that we're going to provide you with job. We're going to get you to work for us in the future, sit side by side with us in our offices. And I knew this was a joke. But luckily at that time, I met a guy who owns his own production company, Ron McCullough. He more or less decided to take the risk to work with me. Well, to be fair, he decided to show me respect, and he managed to convince Channel 4 at the time to allow me to tell my own country's story. And this was the first time that, we managed to tell the story, and that's how we made my very first debut film, Cry Freetown, which was aired on Channel 4 as Out of Africa. But before that film, Sierra Leone and the war didn't exist. The international community, the world's greatest media, was focusing on Kosovo. This was the first time that we had the opportunity as Sierra Leoneans, with our own story, to tell it to the rest of the world on the world's biggest stage. We know that it's always been a one-way street, with the West talking to us, talking down on us, talking for us, telling our own stories, owning the stories of the African people, of the people of the developing world. And I just wonder, at that time, and even now, I still wonder if some of you have managed to stop for a minute, just 1 minute, and ask yourselves, what will happen, or what would have happened had the African people or the people of the developing world been given the opportunity to own their own stories, to tell their own stories?